Hey gang, how's it going? I am sitting here. I still got stuck in the bus. It is snowing. It's been snowing since early this morning. I don't know exactly what time, but when I woke up when I looked out the window about 7 o'clock this morning, the ground was already covered in white. Got a couple of pictures of that. I just cut up a bunch of strawberries. I love strawberries. Anyway, and throwing them on the ground. So anyway, so back at it. So my friend Thomas came out. Not the Thomas that used to run with me. He of course passed away. But this is somebody I hadn't met before. I mean, I knew him on Facebook a little bit, but I think maybe it's somebody from one of the schoolie Facebook groups, I think is where we connected from. So anyway, he came out on, when did he come out? He came out Sunday evening late, got here about 9 or so. It was already after dark, I was already in bed. I left my front window, the curtain open so I could see when he pulled up, because I knew he'd be here around 8 or 9. And it was dark and I was inside, already had MASH going, laying on my bed, but I could see out the front window and he never came before I fell asleep, so I went to sleep. Well, apparently he did come before I went to sleep, but he parked over here and I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him pull up or anything. But anyway, I did see him for a second Monday morning, and then my boss came and got me and took me to town, and we did laundry and groceries and propane. And got back at noon. So I left at 7 a.m. with the guys behind me that are working another campground. They're waiting for their campground to open too. But they have a job in town and they had to be there at 8, so they were leaving at 7 and they were going to drop me off at my boss's place, and then boss was going to take me running and then bring me back. Anyway, that's the way it goes. When the bus won't start, I have to do what I can do. You know, beggars can't be choosers. And you know, I'm grateful for that. There's at least a few people around here that can take me to the store. Although, money's getting awful low to even be doing that. So I did not get fuel for the generator, and I just filled it up with the last of what I had. But the boss lady keeps saying that she'll bring us fuel. She'll bring us gas cans. So she's brought me 2 since I've been here, and so this morning, or today, I texted her and said, you know, hey, can you bring me fuel for the generator? You know, because I just don't have the money to be doing it now. It's getting even tighter than it was last week. So, threw a few things up on Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully within the next few days they'll sell. So yesterday, did laundry and groceries, came back, Thomas was here, parked in front of me where I told him to park. If you just mind. No, I'm kidding, really, it's fine. He did park in front of me, and then we messed with the bus a little bit. We did figure out, and he told me before he came, it's like, no promises, I'll help you, I'll see if we can at least diagnose if not, fix it, you know, depending on what's wrong with it. He's not a mechanic, but he knows a few things, I guess. But he has a 5-window bus, and he's been living in it for about 2 years, just a few months longer than me. But anyway, so we were checking this and that, looking at wires, and power is getting to the starter. The starter doesn't seem to be bad, but somewhere between the ignition switch through the steering column to the starter, there's no power getting through there. So he gave me some ideas to check, and Richard Samsel, I think is how you say his name. Anyway, he said something about connections and getting electrical connector cleaner and electronic cleaner. So I got this, and this is what the guy at the auto part department at Walmart told me to get. So I got this, and it was like $4, I think, or $3. It was not much, but so I got that. And then there's this place above my battery, and I've posted pictures on my Instagram before and maybe on some of these videos, wondering if that's something I had to change. But this guy Thomas said, I pointed that out to him, and it's got like melted tape or something over it. And it didn't look like the plastic itself, you know, that's plugged in, the actual plug. Didn't look like that was melted, but it looked to me like there was maybe electrical tape or something that had gotten hot and kind of, you know, dirty and cruddy. He said it's putty, some kind of putty that they put over that stuff that protects it. So not, he said that looked fine. But I'm gonna, tomorrow, when the high is 61 degrees, I'm gonna get under there, unplug that, clean it up as best as I can with the cleaner, and then plug it all back in, and just cross everything I can cross and hope that the MF starts. So that's the first thing I'm going to try. And then he told me about 2 fuses that are in the steering column on the underside that I can get to pretty easy. He said, then I'm going to try those. Those are the things, there's 2 of them. The neutral switch something, and then there's something else. I forgot what the other one's called. He's supposed to text me and tell me the name of these things so that I can go get them. And so after the cleaning the electrical thing, I'm going to try that. Now these guys next to me said sometimes there's combinations to older rigs, and if you got a tilting steering wheel, maybe put it in each position and try to start it and see if that at least gets it started. So I figured you might as well try it. So anyway, so if it's the ignition switch, you have to have special tools. So that's something I'm going to have to hire somebody to do, I guess. I'm guessing. I don't think it's something I can figure out how to do myself. Like these fuses, I can do myself. Cleaning the electrical connections, I can do that myself. A few other things I can do myself, but the steering column, I don't think I should tackle that myself. I don't know enough to know that if I see something that's wrong, to know that it's wrong. So anyway, so last night after we finished, we did all we could do on the bus. Still wouldn't start. I made some sloppy joes and tater tots, and we had dinner, and we did some walking around here. There's no trails right here, but we walked around as much as we could walk around. We came in about 6:37, came into my bus and watched The Fifth Element, which I've watched that a lot I think I've watched it once a week since I've been here in this place the last 4 weeks. I just love that movie. I don't know. I just love that movie. Anyway, so we watched that. He fell asleep a little over halfway through. He fell asleep and he was snoring. But he was sitting on the bench right here, and I was up on the bed sitting and watching the TVs right there. And he was snoring, so I couldn't get up or anything. Not that I needed to, but just kind of made me giggle. I don't know. So I just let him sleep till the movie was over, and then woke him up, and then he went home, and then he left this morning. So, I've already told you he's got a 5-window bus. He's got it zombie stickers all over it, zombie response team or something like that. And he said he's been in some parades where he's had people dressed up in zombie hanging out the windows of the bus, you know, and he had a line of them, tied to a rope behind the bus, and a guy on top sitting up there with a big old some kind of gun, whatever. Anyway, it sounds like it would be pretty cool, but I'd like to have participated in something like that. It sounds like fun. I've always wanted to be in a flash mob too. Don't you think that would be cool? Just some random flash mob somewhere. I'd love that. But anyway, I don't know if anybody does that anymore. Is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. So anyway, today is Tuesday, March 30th, I think. I think it's the 30th. Just so you know, in case I didn't already say that too. Yeah. So today, I went outside this morning after I finally got up, and he left this morning. Thomas left, and he's work camping at Royal Gorge down by Canyon City, Colorado. It's a big suspension bridge, biggest one in the country, or maybe the world. I don't know, maybe not the world, but anyway, it's the biggest suspension bridge somewhere of Colorado, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what he said. And I'll have to Google it. But yeah, so he has to give out his days off for Monday, Tuesday. So anyway, so he's gone. So I was outside. The guys next door said they were going to run up the mountain to get service. And I said, hey, can I go? Because they were just going to run up there and get service. And I thought, hey, can I go? Then I can check into everything. And we got up there. It was snowing. It was an adventurous ride. He's lived here all his life, so he knows how to drive in snow. So I can't really say much, but it does make me nervous when I'm not driving. So anyway, I don't look ahead. I look over here, I look over there, I talk to the guy in the back seat, you know, whatever. So we get up the mountain, we pass by Rampart Range, the entrance to the park that I'm going to be at. It's pretty deep in snow right now. And yeah, so it's going to be a little bit before we get up there. My other neighbors, the ones that have the kids that are going to be in Rampart Range also, they went up there hiking yesterday and they hiked back to their site, but my site's the first one. I'm in number 1, so right at the front gate, that's where I'm at. They're in 29, so, and there's 99 sites. So somebody else is going to be like in 96, I think. My friend Colin's going to be in 96. But anyway, they went hiking up there yesterday, and they said in some spots the snow was up to her waist, and she comes up to about here on me, so she's what, 5'4", 5'5", something like that. I don't know. So the snow is pretty deep up there, and that's at like 8,000 feet. So anyway, we drove by Rampart, the entrance. We didn't go in, so we just drove by, and then went on down, and he just kept driving. So then he says, well, let's go get breakfast. So okay. So it ended up being a pretty full day in town again. So we went to IHOP. I had a couple of pancakes because I'd already eaten breakfast, but you know, IHOP pancakes, it's an International House of Pancakes. So I had to have a pancake. Then we went to Walmart over there, and I got this. I also got this. American Sniper, Sully, and what's the other one? Gran Torino. Now, I've seen Gran Torino and Sully. They're both pretty good. I have not seen American Sniper. I figure it's probably pretty good too. But 3 movies for $5, can't beat that. So, added to my collection. So, I also got, and stupid me, spent $40 that I really don't need to be spending. I got these. So I can drill the holes up there and mount my, my TV. I got this that was $3 because I have this that I got way back when in Marfa. And this is overalls. So I got overalls, and I'll show you a couple pictures of the ideas I have for this. I'm going to paint stuff on them. And you may or may not have seen that I painted some stuff on jeans a while back. So I just, you know, it's something to keep me busy. And then I got 2 V-neck green shirts for work. So now I've got 3 work shirts like this that are V-neck, and then I've got the 3 work shirts that are t-shirts that, see, and I'm afraid that this is gonna bug the crap out of me. So anyway, oh, I got this a while back when I thought I was gonna start working when I first got here. I just like it. Look at that. Is that not cool? I want my MTV. Anyway, wore that yesterday. So I've got water going for tea. It's about 2 o'clock. Snow's not coming down near as hard as it was this morning when we left. It's melted on the ground. And when we left, it was like this thick on the ground, like almost 2 inches, or about 2 inches. I've got these for the mouses. I'm going to throw a handful under the bus. I got those yesterday when I went to town. It's part of my groceries. What else do I got? I've got a lot of Young Living peppermint oil, but I've been collecting that forever because I've used it forever. And I throw it on my rugs and stuff every evening before I go to bed, I throw it down, because if I still have a mouse, that's when he's going to come out. I just cut up a bunch of strawberries. Oh, they're so good. So, anyway, Thomas gave me this while he was here. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but I've got it, and I'm going to put it somewhere. So, that's the plan with the bus. So, I imagine I still need help, but I won't know for sure until tomorrow when I clean the connections of that thing over the battery, and then we'll go from there. And anyway, that's how it is. So I will see you when I see you, and if you're anywhere near Colorado Springs, Denver, Colorado, holler at me and come see me. I can have visitors, so you know, come see me. I'd love to meet you if I haven't already, or even if I have, I want to meet you again. So anyway, see you later. Ciao, babies.